We've got another Justin take. This is gonna be hot ass, bro. Oh, God. All right. Raves with a woman increase the enjoyment of the festival by at least 50%. And if it doesn't, you're either taken, gay, or in a race against TKC to see who's going to stay single the longest. I agree with Andrew. I think it depends who you're with. To me, though, I'm going to personally give that an L. I go for the music and solely for the music. Anything else would be an addition. I don't know if it would increase my enjoyment. The thing that solely increases my enjoyment of a festival is what music is playing. That's really it. I guess the people too that I'm with to the extent, but for the most part, I'm caring about the music. Yeah, I've never understood why raves are like this huge like social thing. Like, how many times have you been to a rave and you're going like this, like leaning down, trying to hear what, I guess I'm leaning down because I'm super tall, but you're basically trying to lean in to hear what they're saying, and you're like, huh? I didn't hear what you said. Can you repeat that? Just over and over again. Again, that's probably just a me thing because my hearing sucks. Wow, Justin's got some awful takes, bro. That's gonna get a TKC L, and that's also gonna get a W. That's gonna get a 14% W. 2 people voted W. Whoever voted W, I want you to explain yourself. This take to me is basically describing that no matter, you could be with any woman in the world and they would increase your enjoyment of a festival by 50%. What if it's your ex? What if it's your ex? What if it's your mom? Not saying that like being with your mom is a bad thing, but I'm saying like in a rave environment, chances are you probably don't want to be around your mom there. Especially when you're looking at scantily clad women all around. It would genuinely be pretty awkward. Like what if it's 7 Lions? What if fucking you're seeing 7 Lions? Strangers has come up. You are so ready to sing and yell your goddamn lungs out. And she's like, come on, let's go see Fisher. Let's go see Fisher at the side stage. Let's go see Fisher. I'm tired of this. I don't like this melodic soft BS. Let's go see Fisher. Bro, I am zooming away from her as fast as possible. She could be a 10. I'm seeing my boy 7 Lions. We're not gonna go see Tech House. That's not happening. That's genuinely not happening. Next up, we've got Hyun, another member of the Discord. Oh god, I knew it. I fucking knew it, dude. I knew this was coming. I knew this was coming. I could have seen this from a goddamn mile away. I could have seen this take from a mile away, dude. I knew it. I should have predicted it beforehand. Waterfall's good. I'd give it like a 7.75. It's good. One of the greatest songs of all time is Insanity. That's the second time I mentioned it. Yeah, Waterfall by Roy Knox. We can have a conversation about that song. This is just straight up an L for me, dude. This is just straight up an L. I can't agree with that. I simply can't agree with that. There's not much else I can really say. Drop 1's a little basic for me. Drop 2 goes hard. Drop 2 feels a little louder though in comparison to Drop 1, and then Run's vocal doesn't fit on the song to me. I feel like Run's a lot better on like really euphoric stuff. Yeah, that's gonna be pretty bad. 26% W. Rough rating for Hyun. I'm sorry, my man. Little take from Oscar. This is the man who has helped out with the hot takes. So be a little nice on him, even if his take sucks. But let's see. Oscar, abandoned Last Heroes and other related artists are much more enjoyable after they started focusing way more on the melodic aspect of melodic bass rather than on the bass aspect. So basically what he's saying is that there's more focus on melody, less focus on impact, I guess. And that when artists do that, they generally make better music. Let me say this. I think focusing, melody to me is more important than impact. You can have an insanely impactful song, but if the melody sucks, nobody's listening to it, dude. You can have Roy Knox mixing, for Christ's sake. You can make a Roy Knox melodic drop. If that melody is shit, nobody's listening to it, dude. That's just the way it is. I guess maybe some people will listen to it to the impact. I think for the most part, though, melody is more important than impact. I would definitely agree with that. I definitely would agree with that. I think that Abandoned, in my opinion, Anchor is probably my favorite song they've ever done. So I'll get that right off the gate. Innovative, great melody, great vocal. I would tend to say that this is a W, though. I probably would agree with this. I'm not just saying it because Oscar helped run the whole thing and basically is the big reason why this is happening right now. Yeah, see, the thing is that's where I don't agree with the take. I feel like Last Hero's old stuff still had insane melodies, dude. Still had fantastic melodies. That's going to be one that chat definitely agrees with. I think it's hot to an extent, but I think that what could have made that a hotter take is if you went completely balls to the wall and said, like, impact doesn't matter at all. That would have made it interesting for me. We're going to get 69% W. The bass aspect of melodic bass is equally as important. You need the grit and impact of bass to pair with the sorrow introduced by the melodies. See, the thing is, I don't know if I necessarily agree with that, because I think that you can look at a song like Worlds Away. It's not the most impactful song in the world. It's got some impact. It's not the most impactful song in the world, but the melody is what sells that. I think that would probably come down to more of like is the mixing good? Because a good melody can definitely be ruined by horrible mixing to me. That's definitely, I'm down to agree with that. All right, let's go to the next one. Oh, you knew it was coming. You knew it was coming. This is like barely a hot take at this point, it seems like, in my community. It feels like this take gets shared every day. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know if I can agree with that, dude. I don't know if I can agree with that. I enjoy a good Dylan Matthew vocal. I think the thing is that Dylan Matthew has had some awful vocals. Replay is an awful vocal. But I mean, dude, Train to Nowhere? Have you guys heard Train to Nowhere? Train to Nowhere is so fucked. Train to Nowhere is so fucked. That's a great vocal. First time, great vocal. Love Is Gone's a great vocal. I'm going to say this. I'm going to give this a TKC L. It seems to be the first one where I'm disagreeing with chat. Anyways, next up, we got a Reeb. See, I don't know if I can agree with this either, dude. Dylan Matthew is one of the best male singers in EDM, and people hate on him for being popular. See, I don't know if I can agree with that, dude. I don't think that Dylan Matthew is one of the best male singers in EDM. I don't agree with that. He's got some great vocals. I don't think he's one of the best, though. I do agree with the second part. I think people hate on him for being popular. You've got Ashley Drake. You've got Josh Rubin, Amity, thank you. I prefer Amity. Troves. Probably prefer a Troves vocal too. Isaac Warburton, how could I forget? Probably my favorite. Yeah, I don't think he's amongst the best. I love a good Dylan Matthew vocal, but again, I just don't think he's amongst the best of male EDM per se. So honestly, I'm going to have to give that one a TKC L. Personally, gonna have to give that an L. Next up, we've got another Areeb take. The Crystal Skies singles have been hella overhyped. Nirvana makes sense a bit, but it's so generic, and Hearts Still Beating sucks. Wow. I don't think the singles have been overhyped, because I think, well, here's the first part. I think a lot of people are just super excited Old Crystal Skies is back. Because again, as Alfie Wilson just said, the last album was not very good. Let's just cut the bullshit. The last album was not very good. That being said, though, I think that it's definitely still strong, though. Like, I'm not just like saying that the tracks are great because Crystal Skies is back. I think that the new tracks are genuinely good. But to me, the base of the idea is that they're overhyped. And I don't really feel like people are overhyping them. It's not like worlds away level hype. Like I feel like the hype is appropriate. So yeah, I don't know if I can agree with that one too, Arib. I think you're gonna have to get 2 TKCLs there. Arib, go back to making games. Oh my god, bro. I'm sorry, Arib. Arib's gonna get a 10% W. Yeah, it's going to be an overwhelming L. I think Arib is just going to take 2 L's on this one. That's just the way it's going to have to be. Yikes, dude. I'm sorry, man. Arib's so nice, but unfortunately, the takes that he left were kind of dog shit. Yeah, 1 minute has passed. Arib's going to get a 20% W on that. Oh, we got Tron. Oh, we got another Chris. It seems like the takes tend to be tangentially related. I can see what Oscar did. Most of Crystal Skies' main melodic, non-psytrance stuff is boring and overrated, and they really should do more stuff like On My Own and Requiem, unless it's on the level of this moment. The question that I have is, what are we talking about main melodic stuff? I guess, are we talking about the ideas? To me, Crystal Skies is... What makes Crystal Skies so special to me is that their drops are both amazing ideas-wise and then amazing production-wise. That's Crystal Skies for me, in a nutshell. The ideas can tend to be a little generic, I guess you could say, outside of like Collide. To me, Collide is like an insanely unique idea. I've never heard anything like that song. Yeah, I definitely agree with Will. I would love to see more innovation, but if like we're talking about Crystal Skies' entire melodic discography, I can't agree with it being boring, man. They have some of the most engaging ideas, engaging melodies, and mixing too. On My Own is very interesting. I personally don't like On My Own, but that's just more so me not liking the sound per se. It's not my favorite in the world. Yeah, personally, I'm gonna give this one an L. I think that if we're talking about Crystal Skies' pre-2020 and then post 2023, I gotta give that an L, dude. I guess if we're gonna consider the old Crystal Skies, you can lean more towards a W, but to me, that old stuff is just too good. It's just too good, dude. That's gonna get, we are a minute past. That is gonna get a 29% W from chat. Let's head into the next one. I don't know how many more we have. We have got Greg. We've got a Greg take. I'm pumped. I'm pumped to see what Greg's got. Dude, I'm gonna be honest, Greg, that's barely hot, bro. I don't even know if I can say that's a hot take. That just seems like a fact. A little factoid from Greg. Greg's just dropping facts in chat. I mean, I think we can just vote on that. Like, what else is there really to say? I personally think that Seven Lions probably is the best melodic dubstep producer of all time. We'll say it. I don't think there's many people that are going to disagree. And Midas has some infectious melodies. I don't think that's a hot take. I don't think that's hot. Greg did not understand the hot part of the assignment. My boy Greg was just excited to talk about EDM. Is Greg in chat? I gotta check if Greg's in chat. Greg is not in chat, unfortunately. Shit. I would have loved to see Greg's reaction. 86%, I guess. I don't know why the... Scooter voted for L? Bro, what are you doing, man? You're gonna go against my boy Seven Lions? We've got Salah with the next hot take. Oh, almost read Will's. Will is up next. Old melodic bass needs to come back, like 2017 Haliene style and William Black Page's 2019. This new melodic bass music is just not it. That's gonna be an L from me, bro. I think personally, I mean 2020 is my I gas up 2020 like nothing else. But to me, old melodic dubstep sounds old. The ideas sound a little dated. Like, to me, you listen to 2017 stuff and it just sounds old. Like, go listen to Seven Lions 2017 or like Seven Lions like pre-2017 even. It just sounds old, man. But yeah, melodic dubstep way back in the day to me was just like only saws. Like that's it. Like you barely got a dubstep growl or a fill. You barely got an ARP. If you were lucky, you'd maybe get an ARP. But yeah, I feel like that's one of those takes that's largely driven off nostalgia, which a lot of melodic bass fans can tend to be that way. I feel like nostalgia drives a lot of people. So I'm gonna give that an L. I think innovation is what drives the scene. I guess this album was 2020, but like go listen to 1,000 Faces by Jason Ross, and then go listen to Atlas. The sound quality in those two are very, very different. And to me, that's just like evidence. I guess you could say it's evidence of Jason Ross just growing as a producer, but also just the sound evolving. Like 1,000 Faces was good for its time. So anyways, we have got Will Gardner. Will Gardner is in the chat. So again, if you disagree with his take, feel free to let him know. 2023 has already been a stronger year for melodic than 2022. There are more high-rated songs this year for me, and I believe the genre still has a lot of life and will continue to innovate. This is going to get a W for me. This is going to get a W. I think 2023 has been a lot stronger. You guys are going to see this in my top 50 songs of this year. I think a song that I would probably put maybe even like 10 or 11 would probably be second place last year. There are some very, very good tunes this year. Very, very good. Worlds Away, maybe the best song I've heard in like 3-4 years. That alone is already enough for me to say that 2023 is better. But you got songs like Compass. You got songs like Man Cub. The Man Cub album was so fantastic. And so there's so much stuff that's been out this year. I'm not going to spoil the rest of my top 50 songs. I feel like I need to start keeping it a secret now. But yeah, 2023 has probably been my favorite year since 2020. The question is, I don't know if I necessarily agree with the second part of it. I do think the genre still has life, but I think that we're on different parts of the spectrum. I feel like you think it probably has more life than I think it has. I think that it's maybe got a couple years at max for the sound, unless there's like some huge innovation. It's gonna take someone crazily financially backing an innovative melodic dubstep artist for the genre to not die. It's gonna have to be I think it's gonna have to be Dabin, man. I think Dabin is the last hope for melodic bass. I really do. I thought it was gonna be Nurko, but don't get me wrong, I've liked new Nurko stuff, but I don't think it's doing as popular as I thought it was going to do when I saw he got the Astral Works project. I thought it was going to do a lot better. Dabin is legit the last hope. Dabin's legit the last hope. Oh yeah, that's going to get a W, by the way, 94% W, and it's going to get a TKC W. We've got two more, according to Oscar. We've got, next up, that's hot. That's hot. Some people probably aren't going to agree, especially because a lot of my connection to Gryffin is me growing up. Is like my introduction to melodic bass was Gryffin Gravity. I know a lot of people are going to say, dude, what about Ascend? No, dude, I'm telling you, Gryffin, Just for a Moment was the song that got me into melodic bass, man. When I heard Gryffin Just for a Moment, I was like, I need more of this sound. It wasn't that I like this sound. I was legit like, I need more of this. The moment I heard Just for a Moment, I legit scanned music. I scanned Spotify playlists, and I tried to even find out what the name was. And then you eventually end up on those YouTube videos where it's like melodic dubstep, best of melodic dubstep future bass. And I was scrolling through those trying to find the sound like it. A lot of it's probably nostalgia for me, but like, dude, I still think Gravity's like an A-tier album, dude. Gravity is legit an A-tier album. Yeah, and that's the thing. There's like the poppier sounds is what people are gonna get into. But like, I think if you listen to some of those Gravity tunes, man, still some fantastic vocals, still fantastic production. The production's not gonna blow you away. And obviously, I guess to certain people, it may be a little bit more dated. That's gonna be a TKCL. One of the rougher takes I've seen today. Yeah, that's a roughie. That's a roughie for me. Again, I get it though. I get it from a certain perspective, but I just think songwriting wise, Gravity's such a fucking strong project, dude. It's such a strong project. See, I cannot agree with saying Gravity has no emotion, dude. Gravity's got hella emotion, dude. I'm telling you, go see Gryffin live and go listen to Tie Me Down, dude. What a vocal that is, man. This is going to be the last one for the day, what Oscar said. This was fun, though, man. This was really fun. We've almost been going for 2 hours of just hot takes. I definitely want to do this probably next stream. We'll do the other 20. Because Oscar, I think, he got around 40, and then he split them up. So we're going to end on the last one here. And then, yeah, we're going to hop into some songs here. So last one of the day. Oh. I hope Andrew's still not here. I really hope Andrew's still not here. Is Andrew still here? Andrew is not here. Okay. We had Haliene's manager in here. So I'm happy that he's not here anymore to see this one. Show yourself an... Oh, Andrew's back. Andrew came back. I was gonna... Dude, this could genuinely get 0%. This could genuinely get 0%. Yeah, that's probably the hottest take of the stream. Camera's take was hot, saying Haliene was better than Ascend. That's probably the hottest take of the stream. Fitting that Oscar put it last. I know the way Oscar arranged this. He wanted some abhorrently terrible shit right at the bottom. He achieved it with this one, dude. That's a rough take. The most negative thing I've ever seen about Haliene in the community was someone saying that they're starting to... that the Haliene vocals don't have the same allure that they used to. That was the most negative thing I've ever seen about Haliene in my community. Maybe I'm just not paying attention to what Galaxy has to say. I think that's enough said on that one, though. I'm going to let you guys vote. That genuinely could get a 0% W. I think what is that, 2? We got 2 W's, I think? Yeah, we got 2 people that said W. Yeah, that's going to get a 15% W. All right. And that's going to get a TKCL. So, let's review. 15... 29% W, 94% W, 28, so 28, 15 still the lowest. Greg's was 86, Tron's was 29, Arib had a 10% W, right, and a 20%. Arib took some huge L's on this one. The lowest is obviously going to be Camera's. Camera got 0. 21%, 69% by Oscar, 26% by Hyun, 14%. This one might have been the worst one, though. This one may have been my least. This one may have been the hottest take of them all. This one was crazy. The Justin take was crazy. I think Justin probably had the worst take of the stream. Justin's going to get the award for me for worst take of the stream. It's just the way it's worded, dude. It's the way it's worded that makes it so bad for me. 28% W, 65% W for Hero Wilson, 26% for Tadeus. I guess Tadeus has revealed himself. 77% W for forcing heavy drops, 48% for Awake being overrated. How's it going, Abby? Camera saying that Millennium is the best Millennium album was a 0%. Melodic dubstep being a dead genre within the next 5 years is a 22% W. Melodic-based artists need to be more experimental, otherwise the genre is going to die, is a 77% W. 22% W, Abraxas being boring. That's probably Aaron's take, dude. Together as One is better than All I See. Oh yeah, this got a 0% W. So, Justin saying that the Arm & Hammer album was better than the last Heroes album got 0%. And then Camera saying that Millennium was the best Millennium album was a 0%. That was fun. That was really fun. You guys had some fantastic takes. Again, huge shout out. Oscar made this really possible. So huge shout out to Oscar.